I mean, the scoreline seemed almost closer than it was because it felt like MIBR was just bodying them across the map.
Oh, I think it was. I think that's like a deceptive 6. I don't want to take anything away from Mad Lions, but
Yeah.
especially since I picked them to win them. But I actually think that was amazing for MIBR. So you have to give it up when you see it like that. Mad Lions going to be starting on the CT side, MIBR on the T side. And we're on Inferno's second map here in this best-of-3 grand finals for 500k on the line for the first place. That is so ridiculous to think about. And MIBR are just a map away from doing it. And they're going to be very aggressive all the way through, leaving KNG at the bottom of the banana. Good shot for Asilian, and he almost doesn't make it around the corner, but he will at least be able to call it out here for his team that a lot of people are coming in. They're not slowing down, and I don't think they should either. Just go through it. It's only going to get worse if you wait. Another good shot for Asilian. Backing off the grenade as well. He is playing this round incredibly well.
Yeah, KNG grabs one on the flank. He's got another one coming. That's Shush. Delivers a headshot here. Fur's got to try and do something. He's pressed forward. He does find Asilian, but that's all the players gone. What a round from Asilian. Even playing such a passive position in CT spawn, if they actually just go past him towards the A bomb site, I don't think there's a chance he hits that headshot. But because they turn at him, grabs one more through the smoke. That's a tough strategy to pull off on a T-pistol round, I'm not going to lie to you.
It definitely is, but I don't know. I actually think if you replay that a bunch of times, it works out a hell of a lot better. I don't think they had a flash to go through the smoke that was over at construction. Like, I think they threw their own smoke and then
they wanted
kind of went for it.
You're assuming Asilian and the CT player falls back into construction. That's the safest place, so you smoke him off and you bypass him. Unfortunately, he does get one more kill through the smoke, so really well done from Asilian in a double kill. That's 3 pistol rounds now won by Mad Lions in this series.
Leading the charge with the MAC-10 is Fur. He's not going to find anyone, and it's not worth turning the next corner. They do have a Galil and a Tech-9 on Taco. Excitement all around. Still waiting for that to have its big moment.
The crowd goes wild. I think this has got to be a waterfall play out of balcony. I think that's pretty much all they have left for him. Mayern has 1 smoke.
I mean, they have 2 flashbangs on Fallen, so yeah, go for it.
When you have the Molotov as well, you can put that towards half wall. Here we go. 4 players all in the halls, all lined up. Fallen's going to toss the flashbangs over.
He's in the exact right position to be flashed here. Oh, it doesn't go quite far enough. That would have been very, very close. He's lucky to be alive and to get the kill as well. Shush trying to follow it up, but he will get traded. This is still a very, very good 2-for-2 trade. I think MIBR are going to be just fine with it. Almost A-Core losing his life, but somehow hitting the shot while jumping midair.
Oh, that one's going to give Fallen nightmares. Molotov is going to buy a bit of time for MIBR, but ironically, it's also going to buy time for Roy to rotate around through brackets. This is being heard as well by Mayern.
Kit there is on Roy, so he's got us. Oh, that looked like a very, very quick flick with the MP9, and he's going to be the one with the kit. Yeah, so they'll win the round. It cost them a lot, and might have cost them everything, I think, if that flashbang had been like an inch further.
Yep.
I'd actually want to see a replay back. That is so close.
Or if Fallen doesn't get killed by a jumping M4A1.
Yeah.
That was a bit of an awkward situation. Yeah, that is a very fast flick around from Roy. He's lucky the HP was so very low. 3rd round buy coming in from MIBR. They've gotten 2 plants. They got 3 kills in the previous round, and they're applying a lot of economic pressure early on that they also applied and capitalized on in Mirage.
I was going to say, that theory is working out great against this Danish team at the moment. They seem like they have a weakness for just the amount of pressure that's being applied here. So why not keep doing it? All grouped up could be very dangerous, and in fact, they take so much damage even just getting into the middle. The grenade right in front. They'll chase down A-Core, but Shush is there to follow it up, and could be a third, should be a third here. And it will be.
No, look how much damage they've done through smoke, though.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Even Fallen coming through got dinked up by Bubsky right before he peaked. That's going to be frustrating for MIBR. They try and catch that spam on a reload, and indeed they got A-Core, but a lot of mid-presence for Mad Lions in that round, and not a whole lot for KG and Taco to try and do. The flank comes in, and Roy brings it down to just 1.
Definitely saw the gun there, I think. Maybe if they didn't already knew where he was, they definitely know now. KMG, 1 more kill again. It all matters in the end, but it's not going to happen. Bubsky barely living through that, and they're going to upgrade at least into that AK-47 as well. So, an important round, I think, for Mad Lions to win, to slow down this pressure from MIBR. And they did pick the map, the Brazilian side.
Yeah, they did.
This is one of Mad Lions' regular bans, right?
Yeah, it's one of their maps they're not entirely excited to play. Although you do have to play it, you know, at this level. It is pretty much a requirement. But it's not their cleanest map. Same goes for MIBR. Like, I don't care how many matches they've really won on it. At times, they have just looked straight up ugly on this map.
You're not going to let them outlive that for a while. How much do they have to do?
I still don't think they've actually won this on LAN in some time. I think it's been a while.
Yeah.
I think it's been these seasons, these online.
Online, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's a good start.
So start on LAN, take down some good teams on it. Then we can revisit the topic again. I think that's fair. Well, maybe, yeah, I think that's fair.
Here's the nice thing for MIBR. I was going to save this for the second half, but since we have a bit of a slow round that seems to not be really in danger for Mad Lions, remember, like, one of the big weaknesses for MIBR on this map historically has been that B bomb site. Well, I'm pretty sure it's Fur and Fallen playing there.
Oh, yeah. That could be interesting.
And they just had that phenomenal opening map.
Yeah, so when they get to the CT side, that could be a point that's worth, you know, bringing up once again.
It doesn't always work for that one-to-one transfer, right? But, you know, at least promising signs. Tough angle to clear if you're the players coming from B, but if you're KNG, MIBR needs to just be patient. I know the time's running out, but KNG is going to get one shot at this.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, and that chance has been missed. He can call it out to his teammates, but the crossfire is going to be too much to handle there. Good round from Mad Lions, losing a couple of players, but still winning it. 4-0 in the beginning, and in order to have a decent chance in the second half, MIBR obviously need to just start to build that platform here in the first half and get some rounds on the board. It's pretty early on. I'm not terribly concerned.
No, not yet. Although Mad Lions have done phenomenally well at sustaining through all the pressure. Look at the money they have built up. 4,500 on Asilian and Bubsky, Shush with 5,600, Roy with 3,300. That's a good amount of money to have, considering MIBR was trying to lean specifically on your economy. So that tactic from the Brazilians has failed, and now it's time to move into a more strategic approach. That's another good point, is with this Mad Lions money being so flush, they have all the utility to stop those really fast, aggressive plays from Fur that punish them so harshly on Mirage.
Yeah, Inferno is definitely a map that is harder to play if you're that style of player, or can be at least.
I imagine that we won't see that style of play from Fur too frequently. At least not in the early stages.
I mean, he could try and sneak up, let's say, into A apartments. Sometimes you can, you could be fast enough and aggressive enough. He's playing mid with Taco at the moment. Just working on clearing that out.
One flashbang left for MIBR. 2 smokes. One is just deployed now. That's towards left mid. There are 3 defenders for Mad Lions at this B bomb site. Bubsky just barely gets away. Gonna try and back off in towards pit. That new spam coming through doesn't catch him.
If they're sticking to his defense, KNG spots out one. If he wins this fight, I think this round is done. They take down KNG, but now they need to go on this A side. They still have a man advantage over here, a big one as well. Shush with a headshot. And this is what Christine was talking about. Him in the pit is going to be one of the pivotal things here. He's looking for the fight, but Mayan will take him down, and they're going to get the bomb plant here. 10 seconds left. It's so close, but they'll find a way through. 3-on-3, and they can win this round.
Yeah, but they can't get out into great positions. They're really stuck at the moment. Taco is so worried. The position of Fur is exposed, especially with 10 HP, and the flank coming in from Asilian is going to be very difficult to deal with.
First watching for it. If Asilian is the point of contact here, Fur's going to take him down. Oh, the flashbang is there. That is huge. If not for the flashbang, he might have been dead already. And now they are low on health and with a very, very hard time defending here. There is a kit in play, actually. 2 of them indeed. Mayon going down, and now Taco's holding it. And they might have waited too long here. Taco's going to be picking off Asilian, and Roy, could he swing for it? Taco's playing this so well. Even going down, he's still going to win the round. He did not want to give him the chance. That's a close round, but MIBR find a way to win it.
That's a difficult hold without being able to escape that bomb site, really. That's well done from MIBR to manage the situation. Double pit was a bit tough for them, but Mayern clears out Shush. First round on the board, and Mad Lions have to dig into all that saved up cash. It looked so good in the previous round. It's all gone here. MIBR can deliver a stunning blow early on in this half if they win this round.
Keeping up the pressure. definitely would be worth it right now if they can win it, you're right. Maybe all of the money gone. Cillian pushing through the smoke and just looking for them. That actually goes deep enough to do some damage. That grenade, and now they can leave A-Core here with the AWP and rotate everyone back to the A-bomb site. And at minimum, they have to use a couple of grenades to get rid of A-Core and force him back. Looks like they want to do 2 Molotovs being used already, and this might be an easy kill if he sticks around for it.
It's a big test. Remember, this was a big talking point. A-Core needs to show up here on Inferno. Oh, and he missed his opportunity. Missed his chance. Nade comes out. He does get around the corner. Pretty decent damage, but the map control that MIBR gains, they're going to be happy with how much they had to give for it. 3 smokes, 4 flashbangs left for the Brazilians for the rest of this round. Infer is lurking.
Yeah, making sure no one is pushing out and taking that part of the map. Super important. A-Core close range. He's got a Cillian there to try and help him out. Some noise being made on the other side of the map, but that flashbang is going to force him back, and he doesn't get that shot. Blind as he was falling back at the meantime. Cillian will do most of the work here with the M4. That is so good. A double kill, and now Fallen is going to try and go straight for the bomb plant, hoping to at least get the bonus, and he'll get that. I don't think they can hold this 2-on-5, though.
No, they have to really hold off on the flank at the moment. You have one player coming in. That's going to be Shush with a deagle. A chance for Fallen to deliver a quick headshot. Ooh, but the knife is out, and that's no fun. Smoke is going to be in first phase when he turns around, so really just kill the player behind and bail out.
That's exactly what he goes for. Picking up a smoke in transit. A bit rough for MIBR. Winning a round, then going back to losing. And actually looked like they had at least a good chance of running down A-Core. And I mean, I think it's worth keeping an eye on. Two shots that he missed that round. I don't know, one of them he was flashed, but the first one he definitely had an opportunity.
I think the big trouble for MIBR, they didn't put a smoke down and spawn. They did have one for it. But much like we saw on Mirage, they were flashing and aggressively attacking towards jungle without smoking that off. It looks like a similar kind of concept early on in this half year. That time it backfires. Cillian was ready. Well, that's a very quick peek over. Cillian not ready for that one.
I don't think anyone was ready for that. That is so quick.
Look at the rotation from Mad Lions as well. Oh my lord, another one.
Okay. Fur trying to come through. The flash is there. A-Core will pick him up. And he's almost down as well. No one there to help him. I mean, Bubsky was, but there was smoke going on everywhere. A-Core's going to fall, and this is a fantastic hit for MIBR. They're going to win the round already. Mad Lions falling back. KNG actually spotting that out. The money not looking good for the Danish side at all.
Yeah, he was trying to get aggressive and just spotted Bubsky picking up the AWP. So a second round for MIBR, 2-5. And again, the money is going to be on a breaking point after the next buy for Mad Lions. That is around Mad Lions. If you look at where all these kills come out, I mean, one's that obviously that quick boost, but they actually rotated 2 more players from the A bomb site. So they had 4 defenders at the B site, and none of them could do anything. Admittedly, 1 killed by the boost, 1 killed through smoke.
Yeah, but those are the kind of rounds. I mean, you're not going to build an entire half based on rounds like these. This is kind of like a trick. I think the real question is it going to start you into building more rounds? If you can win this next one, then the trick works the way that it's supposed to. If it's just a 1 round, you win and you go back to losing,
yeah,
then it's not really good enough. So I think I always judge these things whether or not you can actually pick it up. Like, there's a huge window back into the game for MIBR. So if they can keep going, then yeah. And job done, I guess.
Yeah, well, you need a couple of those tricks. Just, I mean, remember, that's just designed just to get you the opening kill.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that they get the kill on through the smoke afterwards, they weren't really trying to hit that B bomb site until they get that kill. And then it's like, well, we might as well, I guess.
Here we go.
Know, tough life we're having at the moment.
Guess we have to follow through.
Still, 3-round lead for Mad Lions. In the driver's seat for the moment, but as we said, out of cash after this buy. So I think save calls are going to come in very quickly if a bomb site is lost. And if not, it's going to be a very harsh reset.
It's already costing them grenades, which is one of the other issues. Again, that could give just a bit more space for MIBR if they wanted to go a bit more aggressive. Cillian playing the bomb site alone from the get-go. That's potentially dangerous. Obviously gives them a very strong defense over here at top mid with 4 people hanging out. Hard to throw a flash or even 3 flashbangs that will get everyone here. You can see Roy's playing anti-flash. Acor is just watching a very tight sliver at the moment. I don't know how you get rid of all of these people. Molotov to start off, but that just pushes the guy forward. Roy playing in the corner. Oh god, they win every single fight. None of them were flashed, but Mad Lions unable to capitalize on having a 4-man defense at top mid. That is unforgivable.
Sweet Jesus. I can't even actually believe Fallen just planted in default like that. The fact that Bubsky could have pressed in Palace.
Come get me.
Yeah, I know. Except he's planting, he doesn't even have his gun out. Bubsky will be able to find Fallen down the stretch, but you're exactly right. That is a brutal hit that probably should never have been that successful.
I mean, the first Molotov that they throw towards Quad is really good because it forces one of the players to be, you know, pushing forward as the actual hit is coming in. But it doesn't really change the fact that there should have been some sort of return there. I don't know. Roy was half in the smoke. He was having a hard time seeing anything, I guess.
Taco gets bailed out. Acor with the AWP was trying to come through that smoke, which is not fun with an AWP. There was also flashbang in his face. So really good, really clean utility usage from MIBR, and they overcome a massive stack. They've got the bomb planted in each of the past 4 rounds. These bomb sites are open.
Yeah. Man. That actually just cannot happen. I mean, that's must be pretty demoralizing as well if you're on the Mad Lions side. It's one thing if in this previous round, if they hit B and a Cillian and Shalom, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, they timed us. They, you know, they had some sort of...
just a blind counter on spawn.
Exactly. So you're like, all right, whatever, like, that can happen. But the fact that they actually went for the stack and it just completely falls apart, that's not good enough. A Cillian with the FAMAS that's saved. Wow. I'm definitely starting to get nervous here. Not for MIBR though.
Well, you can imagine with the way the shooting was looking for Mad Lions as well. There was some ugly firefights in that previous round. I think the Mad Lions guys are getting nervous as well.
It's starting to feel that way. And now is not the time for it.
No, but again, they make a good call. A 4-man stack at the B bomb site. The one rifle is boosted up on the triple boxes, or new boxes.
Sure, she is out here for clearing this part on his own with a pretty big advantage with that AK-47, although the timing working out heavily against him. Are they going to go straight for it? This might just push them right into the stack. The Molotovs and the smokes will certainly help out. Mad Lions not at all certain to be winning this round, even having everyone here. A Cillian doing a fine job at the beginning. Popsky going down in return. Now it's looking a little bit grim for MIBR. They're fighting their way back into it, but they just can't get onto the bomb site. Just more people keep showing up. KNG in a 1 versus 3. He's going to go for the first kill there and go straight for the bomb plant while the smokes are up. They fade just in time for him to try and get out, but Shush will find him. And Mad Lions, man, they should be thanking their lucky stars they won this round.
That was perfect for Mad Lions. Not just the stack in the hole at the B bomb site, but the fact that Shush is able to find Fur all on his own. That's exactly what pressed the issue for MIBR. Once they lose Fur and no presence on the other side of the map and no information being gathered, they really feel restricted. So Mad Lions get away with one. 4 USPs and a saved FAMAS comes out with a win.
That, I mean, it's hard to even really explain how close to the edge they were. If they'd lost that round again, it would have been such a swing back for MIBR. This is already looking like a pretty decent first half for them, right? They're 6-3. They have the economy low on that CT side. They don't need to push them much further, and they're going to fall all the way. It's up to Mad Lions to show that they can... They have sort of the mental fortitude.
Oh my dear, or the utility usage. Fur, Taco, and Mayern on the verge of death after a double nade.
They try to block at least one of those grenades with their teeth.
I think they were juggling them.
Yeah. The wrong game of hot potato. With real potatoes.
With real potatoes. All right, Acor, you got a chance here against KNG. Okay, that one was a gift.
Even I could have got that shot, Jason.
I don't know about that. Barov probably could have.
Barov could have definitely got that shot. Oh, they're wrapping around quick, and the noise being made. Taco is just such a smart player. He knew that they were running, and he was watching for it.
Those are the qualities in Taco that make him like every player's dream teammate. those kinds of things. A heads-up play to watch for that push. And now Mad Lions, they over-rotated from the B bomb site, and they're slowly slipping back.
Acor and Bobski with a pretty strong crossfire, even in spite of everything. Some good grenades to force him out. Acor will find the kill on Mayan, and he can't really get his sight back in time, but Bobski will be there, and that is all they needed. A good double kill for him.
Fur's just chilling in mid. Wanted no part of that hit.
He was solo on health, probably thinking, you know, you guys go and get the bomb down, and then I'll show up and try and clutch it at the end.
Yeah. He's like, no, you guys go ahead. I have 31 HP.
Yeah. Just leave me out of this one.
Cool. Listen, this is actually...
Fallen is 0-9.
I was about to say that. At one point, it wasn't bad that MIBR is sitting at, what, 3-5, just a couple rounds back with Fallen at 0 kills. Now at 3-7, and MIBR laboring to get consistent T-sides working. It's a worrying sign. And they're out of money. They'll buy anyways, or at least Fallen's out of money. He goes down to a Deagle. AK's on Taco, KNG, Mayern, and Fur.
This is where you really start to think they've created the opportunities for themselves and then haven't followed them all the way through, right?
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, the fact that they're creating the opportunities is good. Like, that's a huge positive. But we just need one more step.
It's that feeling like Mirage where they lost those 2 retakes where you're just like, oh god, you're putting yourself in all the right positions and they're slipping away. And again, they did exactly what they needed to do. They destroyed Mad Lions' economy over the course of 2 to 3 rounds, and then Mad Lions win a 4 USP and FAMAS round.
I can only be a little bit sad because I do want this to go through a 3rd map. I think that would be amazing. So maybe we should be cheering for Mad Lions at this point in time. KNG did take some damage from the Molotov, but they don't know that he's there, and that needs to be a kill right away. He actually almost could have taken out both of them. That's kind of ridiculous. Falling back around the corner, more good grenades are landing at the feet of MIBR out on Banana.
I can't believe he doesn't have that kill.
Yeah.
I cannot believe he did not get that kill. He gets that. Ooh, Taco's burning. There's a pop flash around the corner, finds Roy. The ult from Acor is starting to heat up, though. Another kill, this time on Fur, but Taco is doing one better. What a stellar entry. That's very aggressive, very risky, but the nade is going to bring Fallen down very low.
Yeah, but Taco found another kill to win the round. He got that headshot on Bobski. He is, again, just such an incredible player. There's just so many things about the way that Taco played this game that is just truly delicious to watch, isn't it? Like, look at the way that he was flashed into that bomb site, and he just was
delicious.
It is delicious. He was flashed into that bomb site.
Cream-filled donut.
It is like, you know, serve him up, serve up Taco right now.
Go on,
get a bite. No, but he's flashed into the B bomb site, and I guess technically he can't know how effective that flashbang is, but he's basically saying, I'm going to pretend it's so good that I can actually take my time to clear the CT spawn, and then he turns around and gets the kill afterwards. But if he'd run into the bomb site, you know, trying to look left and right all at the same time, like, that's one of those scenarios where you can easily, like, you know, you're not actually playing that much better. He's so committed to the idea that you know, that teammate's flashbang is going to be working out, and he had time for it.
Makes the winning play.
That's cool.
6 of 7 rounds have been a bomb plant for MIBR. So even though they've lost a few of these here and there, that extra money they're getting from these bomb plants is crazy. Nice little push down mid from Bubs. He goes 1 for 1.
And they had flashed Acor. This wasn't even really Acor's fault. He actually couldn't swing to help out Bubsky there because of the flashbang. Cillian trying to, I think, use the chaos in the middle maybe to push through that, but they were so ready for it. And now it's a 3-on-4, and Mad Lions don't have the money to lose this round. That would be a big problem.
No, but even Mad Lions getting aggressive down Banana with the FAMAS. I'm wondering if that was some kind of an attempted pinch from mid and Banana that just gets disjointed and they just stuck with the idea. That could backfire.
It feels like it, and it happened so much later after the kill that it's like, why?
Well, here's Acor again. We've mentioned his name a number of times. You need to step up here on Inferno. He's going to have another chance.
Yeah, and he really hasn't been. I mean, there's no way around it. We need him to hit way more shots, not just the odd one. Roy doing all the work there on top of the smoke. And Acor just slowly falling back, which is fine. It's fair enough to try and stay alive in this position, but there's no one in the A-bomb side. They have been completely duped.
Yeah, and MIBR must know Acor is here, or that they must call him out and say, that's Shush is the A player. He's the pit player. He's the last one to rotate over to the B-bomb side. That must mean the A side is clear. Great piece of information gathered by MIBR, and great shot from Taco again. Wow. And Acor can do nothing. He was frozen at the B site because Shush couldn't even confirm that the bomb was going down.
That
nade was not going to hit anyone.
No, I was wondering if he wanted to try and throw it and then, run mid to, as just a bit of distraction.
I guess maybe he thought one player stuck around at the B bomb site or something.
Could have been. We'll never know.
Never know.
That is actually just cool to watch. You're absolutely right as well. I mean, it's worth people who are watching at home, maybe new to Counter-Strike, to really think about. Yeah, the fact that they knew it was Shush, that gives them way more info than it would have been anyone else.
Shush is the last one to leave the A bomb site, so even if you don't know Acor's position, you can just make the assumption that he's at B. And he's been there most of this half as well. 5-7.
And you can see how, because Taco was so quick to run into library, when Shush comes back, he's running, Taco hears him, and he's got so many corners to check. Yeah,
and Taco has every advantage.
Yeah.
He's, between the previous round, he had that, triple kill, I believe, entering into the B bomb site in the mid round, and this one right here, he's had a good string of 2 to 3 rounds that have put MIBR on a much more positive path. Acor alone at the B bomb site, and they already know the position of the op. Now, that might be designed, because you could see Acor running back to A. He's trying to switch his position, but this hit is going to be way too fast.
Yep, there are 3 of them around this pit area. They only have pistols, though, so we'll see what they can do. The flashbang works really well against Shush. He's going to be going to Roy somehow getting a double kill with the USP before he goes down, and now they're going to clean it all up. Acor trying to get here in time, but the smoke is not going to make it possible, and I'd say don't throw away this AWP, even if you really want to try and clutch this.
I think he's just going to support Bubsky in getting to this corner and see what happens from there. Not committed just yet. Fallen will certainly find Bubsky on the flank. Easy kill. And Acor's already bailed out. 6th round now for MIBR on the T side of Inferno.
2nd kill of the map for Fallen. So he's starting to feel it. Starting to wake up. It's fine. He was doing a lot of work.
Yeah, he could take that break after Mirage.
Deserves it.
Like, just chill, old man. Gather your strength. We might need you for the 3rd map.
Exactly. But they might not if they keep going this way.
Yep.
6th round is about to be on the board for MIBR. Acor getting some exit kills, which we don't care about at this point in time.
No, we really don't.
In fact, we might hold it against you. Too many of them.
Yeah, now the conversation is, he's got 10 kills, but they're all exits. Nice work from MIBR. 6-7. Creeping closer and closer.
He's got the mid spawn, Acor. Is he going to be able to resist? Are they going to run boost him into the middle? Go for it. No.
Man, I saw this on Dust 2 yesterday against Madline, with Madlines and Havu, and it's a little bit different being that it's Dust 2 and Retake is so popular. There was something like 10 of 12 rounds played. Havu was able to get a bomb plant on their T side. Here again, MIBR versus Madlines. It's crazy how many plants MIBR, how easily they're getting into these bomb sites each and every time.
Yeah, even when they're a man down like this, they seem to have done a pretty good job. Nice kill from Acor, at least this round, to start it off with. Had some backup there.
It's 8 of 9 rounds that MIBR's gotten a bomb plant. And as I bring it up, this might be the round that ends that little streak.
Could well be.
Fallen in middle with the op. He's got the bomb as well. Acor's going to step up. If he gets picked off here, it could start to get dangerous. I think this flashbang is going to go behind Acor, so he should have the chance. Actually, no. It's going to go right into his face. He's so blind, but still manages it. Well done. And no one else peeking from Madlines towards the A site. So Fallen holding these angles is going to accomplish nothing.
Now he's walking around the middle, scoped up. Difficult to unscope when you're in here and you're going to give away your position almost immediately. Hoping for a peek that will never come from that angle anyway. 35 seconds. If they win the fight clean against Bubsky and Shush, they're going to have a chance to fight for the round, but it has to be very, very clean. And the way that Bubsky's positioned, I don't know how you even find him.
I don't think you do. I think that's the whole point of it. Oh, missed shot. There's Bubsky jumping up on contact. Madlines secure a halftime lead. I don't think they're going to be happy with it if it's just 8-7. I don't think they'll be happy with it if it's 9-6. MIBR has put together a very good T side.
Yeah, they really have. This is the kind of round, and this is the kind of play that, that's good if you're Acor, but it can't be every 15th round. Then it's not good.
Right.
Then I would actually rather that you just play slightly less aggressive and maybe less flashy, but get get more stable kills.
Oh, here's a chance. That's a quick shot onto Taco. Acor, we said he's coming alive, and he's got a double kill now. And he has slowed down this B hit. Even burning isn't going to bother him too much. A 5-on-3 for Mad Lions. Oh no, there's only one player here, Anders.
There is only one player, Shush, at least buying a little bit of time maybe with the smoke. He's looking right under it. Again, a hard angle for them to clear unless they just want to spam him down for the smoke, which they've done a good job of. KNG will look over it, and in spite of everything done by Acor over on the B-bomb side, it's a 3-on-3, and the bomb is about to go down. It is already down.
This is the pressure that Mad Lions has been under. They rotated way too fast. They assumed that was a commit towards the B-bomb site, and they're punished for the assumption.
Rory gets dropped. They knew that was a boost, so they have no need to guess where Cillian is. It's going to be Mayhem to close out the round. 7-8. That is such a good result, I think, for MIBR. Really well done. Yeah, and 4 of the last 5 rounds going in MIBR's favor as well. They ended on a pretty nice streak. It's KNG to lead the way with 11 kills. Mayern and Taco both at 10. We'll see. We'll see if Mad Lions can take us to a third map or if MIBR is going to win the trophy right here, right now, right after the break. Second half coming up here. Second map. Some good clapping going on as well.
Clapping with the beat.
Does that mean you're ready?
I'm ready. I am ready for this. This is going to be great. MIBR down 1 round. They have yet to win a pistol round in this series so far.
That would be nice.
They won the first map 16-13 without either one of the pistols. Mad Lions win the first pistol here.
Push middle. It's the only way you can take control on Inferno, otherwise you're just gambling. Push middle.
Okay. So you'd like to see the push instead of the gamble.
Yeah.
Not a gambling man, Anders? You've got a family, you've got a house, you can't afford to be gambling.
No, I can't, and I suck at it anyway, so well, it was never an option for me.
They're not rushing middle, they're not gambling, they're playing it safe.
Well, might be rushing banana. Got a lot of people here. Leading with the CSAT 75. They've got Fur and Fallen right behind.
That's a nasty little setup if they turn this corner.
Yeah. They have a smoke to put up and, you know, just maybe segment that push that's coming in on the T side. They're right there. A little bit of a boost looking over. Fur just going to be patiently waiting right in front. KNG here with the CSAT 75. And, oh, they explode. Fallen, in fact. He was all the way in the corner, but he's down. That CC has got to do everything now. And they know that it's there. They actually don't really want to push it. They're just going to wait around. He hasn't had a chance to reload yet, and he will make it back in time to do that at the very least.
Oh, that was such a risky strategy for MIBR that does not pay off. They did not lure Mad Lions close enough to the CZ. They're going to come through the smoke. Good shot from Taco, taking control of the situation. KNG still here, and that's the bomb. They need to be very cautious, A-Court. Back to the A bomb site where Mayern is alone.
KNG's pushing out. Look at this. He's pushing out towards them out of Banana. This is such a cool play. That allows Taco to get here really, really quickly. And they might have read this incredibly well, MIBR. That one move for KNG could actually win them the round right here. This is such a next-level play. He's whooshing up behind them. Now Mad Lions know they've been found out. They might as well go for it. They're going to slip through into CT spawn and take down Taco. I can't believe this round. Now KNG has to get back into position. He's still got that CSAT 75. Incredible flashbang to push him back. And now Shush around the corner will take him down. Wow, they found the answer here, Mad Lions, but they were so red.
Yeah, as soon as they heard the CZ shoot from bottom of Banana, they knew what the actual call was. That's beautifully done from the Danish team, and they've got all 4 pistols so far in the series. And one small detail, KNG also had to be very careful down the stretch how he used that CZ because he only had 10 bullets left.
Yeah, that's a good point. Wow, I mean, I think that was the one solution to the problem that they were faced with.
I think they still could have actually worked their way into that A bomb site. I think they still, I mean, remember, it was only Mayern inside the site. It was Taco in library. They could have found a way to make that work, but it certainly would have been much more dangerous and much more scrappy with the fighting.
I mean, one problem would have been, right, they wouldn't have been able to wrap. They would have all come in through that crossfire between site. But you're right, they could have. I mean, it's a pistol.
Problem was, Taco was just so boxed in by that lurker and towards spawn arches. That was the winning play. Good kill from Shush. He's dinked. KNG brought down low as well. And here comes the push up mid. Mayern gonna get smoked off. Nate goes into Boiler, but he moved out of... Oh my lord. I can't believe he's done that. Right through the smoke, and KNG trying to get involved, but it's only a matter of time. Mayern now alone, and he's gonna deliver 3 kills with the Deagle.
Oh my god, and Fallen is in library already? This is so ridiculous.
I cannot... why is Mad Lions pressing the issue through their own smoke with 1 minute and 10 seconds?
I don't know, yeah, they weren't under that much pressure, but they ended up being exactly that way. They have a Molotov, but they're stuck inside of the site, and Mayern has snuck himself into position to try and find one more Deagle kill. He just needs the overpeak. He almost got it then. A lot of damage onto A-Core. And now they can try and really regroup for this. They have a lot of grenades left. One of them down in the pit to force that AK out into the open. And he's very, very scared at the moment. The Cillian goes down. It's Mayern's fall. Finally, they've brought him to an end. But A-Core hiding inside of the smoke, just trying to buy the time, hoping they don't have the kit, which they don't, for the 10-second defuse. And oh, they find him! And they were already on it. I think they've got it. This is so ridiculous. Mayern, I can't believe it. Playing battleships through that smoke, and he just came out way on top.
The Mad Lions have offered that round up on a platter as best they could. This was lucky. Everything after this is why. Why is there a jump through the smoke? That's your own smoke that you put down there so you have access to the other side of mid. That is one of the situations where you're not respecting an opponent with the Deagle, and you're punished for it.
So, not winning the pistol.
Who needs it?
Who needs it?
Who needs it?
Soul crushing for Mad Lions, you have to assume. Bobsky getting close to the corner with the P250. Again, he is playing this position every time they play Inferno. Kind of like he's playing, you know, that B-bomb side on Mirage.
Oh,
and he's going to find Fallen. That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, Fallen's going to be frustrated in himself for that. Fur Good on him to hold things down. Fallen's having a tough game. But first, stepping up across the series so far, they line up 4 kills in the round for Fur, and he's got a chance for an ace, although he's very, very low.
Yeah, I mean...
He's going to go for it.
Why not? Aggression built into him. He's flashed in. He's got a spot. Sure. At least they definitely know where he's coming from. If they target to help him out. That's a solid defense from Fur. Could have been dangerous. 9-9. All tied up.
I think the most dangerous part about that round is how much confidence it's probably going to give Bubsky to remain aggressive at top banana when he gets control of it. He is someone we're going to see alone there quite frequently, just toying with the defenders, challenging.
Yeah.
And I mean, if he picks off Fallen in that fashion with a P250, you know he's going to go back to it. 9-9 in this second map of the Grand Finals. $500,000 on the line for the winner.
It's looking very good right now for the Brazilian side. Some deep grenades coming in here against Mad Lions. Bubsky and Acorn brought low. If they can win this round, it's going to take away the entire economy of the T side, and that's really, really early on. It's the first buy round that's coming out. Look at what they have to try and execute with. 2 flashbangs and 3 smokes, and that Molotov that was just put out, which will really do nothing to MIBR's defense.
Oh, that's a perfect nade. A perfect nade and a perfect follow-up. KNG gonna hold the line again. Shush trying to peek around the corner. Instant dink. And the Molotov now, and Mad Lions going away from their strength. They're peeking into these individuals, and that's exactly what KNG wants.
For hiding in the corner. They weren't expecting it. First to hit double digits is MIBR. 6 rounds away from taking this on 2 maps, and that would really be something again. 16-13 on the first map on Mirage. This map was picked by Mad Lions, and you know, might have even been a bit of a surprise that Inferno made it into the pool, but it did. And right now, it's looking.
Well, remember, Mad Lions had no desire to play Vertigo whatsoever. They banned that immediately.
Yeah, weren't interested.
10-9 and back onto pistols.
Might not have been wanting to play Train either against MIBR, right?
Well, that was one thing brought up on the desk is the map pool coming into this grand final. That'll probably, you have to imagine that's going to be analyzed for a couple days to come, but there's probably not a whole ways. Oh dear, this is dangerous. Bubsky low HP, but they're all out of ammo. There's the peek, he can get a double kill, and he's got it. He's done it one more time.
Wow.
MIBR used all the ammunition, spamming into the smoke, and nobody thought Bubsky would do something like that.
Yeah, definitely not necessary. Could have taken turns. Oh, no! Did he not have a chance to reload a Cillian with a beautiful headshot? But now, this is totally winnable for MIBR. 2-on-2. They have kits and a lot of grenades. They can clear out a ton of spots just with that alone. Smoking off and forcing Shush to play creatively. Going to be 1 Molotov thrown over the construction wall into yellow and 1 behind there. And even if they don't find anyone, those are positions they don't have to check once it actually comes down to it. Shush nearly running over both players there with the Glock, but it's not going to be enough, and they'll win the round anyway here, MIBR.
They're lucky to get away with that one, though.
Yeah.
If Bubsky had reloaded, I don't know how that didn't happen. He must have just never checked how many bullets were in it, but if he'd reloaded, he gets that kill on the Taco. This was such nice play from Bubsky. Just really unfortunate the way it ends. 11-9, but that's a lot of money taken away from MIBR, so Mad Lions have set them up for their own reset early on.
Yeah, that's a mistake that they can't really be repeating, right? They're ahead, they seem to have the momentum,
yep.
But don't let the Danes back in the game here.
Fallen's having a very difficult game, so if I'm Mad Lions, like, he doesn't seem to have the feel for timings on different things. Bubsky's picked him off, you know, clean with the P250. He's just done it again in the previous round. I say you just let Bubsky off the leash and you say, you have free reign in Banana. Be as aggressive as you possibly want.
Go find him. Now,
the difference now is going to be Fallen has an AWP.
Yeah. So he can afford to play maybe a little bit more defensively at times, or just you know, try a shot, fall back. Doesn't have to commit to it.
The big thing will be it's going to be harder for Bubsky to challenge into the B bomb site once those smoke clears.
Bubsky's right there, falling on the other side. He's waiting for it. The flashbang will do nothing. Oh, but he still wins the fight. You are exactly right. Bubsky with the license to kill out here on Banana, and he really wants to keep pushing it. You could tell he's so desperate to try and get one more kill. It'll force Fur back, and even that is great information. They're going to go for it.
First, still the only one here. Bubsky's gonna cross. Fur doing what he can to spam through, but they might just want to preserve the rifles.
Yeah.
They can drop an AWP in the next round, and you can see his 3 teammates over at A aren't even coming close to this side of the map. And if Fur doesn't evacuate now, he might just get stuck.
Not going to do much with that spam, unfortunately. He has a flashbang. I guess he could try and throw it and just cross back in and hope that no one catches him. But yeah, the rest of the team had already made the decision. That is such an incredible amount of work from Bubsky. I mean, these are sort of, what, 3 rounds in a row where he's opening up towards Banana. Nearly could have won the last round. This round, it's everything they needed. And it's just 1 kill, but it's 1 kill and spotting out Fur and keeping the pressure on, not allowing him to retake the corner ever, and it worked out really well.
Fur's even going to survive with the M4, so he does get away with it. That's a pretty dangerous game he played throughout the entire round. But Mad Lions creep closer, just 1 round back. And that's Bubsky pausing an extra second, mixing up the timing that Fallen was looking for. $10-11. It's too close to call right now. No idea who's going to be walking away with this second map here. Some money being built up on Mad Lions. A lot being spent on MIBR, in spite of the fact that they're on a good course. Only losing 1 player at the very least in the previous round. 11-10. They got that AWP. Still on Fallen. No one at the B bomb site, no one in Banana for Mad Lions, no pressure being applied, no presence being shown. 3 players in lane to defend against this hit, and they missed the first kill. KNG does clean it up, but that should be the information. Mad Lions knows where all the defenders are. Can they actually crack the stack? Roy in pit, holding on as long as possible, but they didn't clear KNG. He's got 1, and they're gonna boost up Fur, and he's dropped as well.
Eiko was just watching for that. It's a powerful hit, and I'm a little bit surprised because MIBR actually had a pretty decent position to at least do a little bit more in that round. I think Mad Lions really, we've had so much success at Banana. If we go quick towards A, you know, maybe they've doubled or tripled on the defense over there.
The big thing is MIBR, everything was fine until they missed that first kill. They do get it eventually, but once he gets out and in pit, that provides a new angle that MIBR have to be really cautious of. If you pick him off in the air, you can swing a little bit wider, so it creates more of a choke point, more of a bottleneck coming out of that balcony. But once the first player gets down, you have to tuck against the wall, and it's really difficult to defend. And they got pinched. Remember, there was a player in mid as well.
Yeah, that was Bubsky.
So 11-11, and MIBR's out of money. Not quite out of money.
It's getting real close. I mean, they have a bit of a bank on Mayan. That might be the one thing to help them out, but yeah, you're right. All up against the wall. And yeah, he saw that. 11-11 tied up. Winning the last 2 in a row here is Mad Lions. Fighting to stay in the grand finals, if we're being honest. Another all picked up from MIBR.
Yeah, they switch into a double up, and this is the best chance for Mad Lions, as crazy as that sounds. They're truly out of money after this buy, MIBR. Mad Lions just need 1 more, and you grab control. It won't be the knockout punch, but it'll give you a huge advantage down the stretch.
KNG just a blind guess there, hoping to flick and connect with someone. It's Bubsky, of course, again. Clearing out top Banana, and look at how aggressive he's being. Fallen will never see this coming unless he's just lightning quick. He's gonna die. There it is. Man, he's just got his number at the moment.
Save.
Yeah, save. Unless KNG can swing for this kill immediately, it's not worth it.
They put both AWPs in Banana, though. That was KNG and Fallen. And that's just a very weak defense, especially when you give it up in such a quick fashion. Sink so deep back towards spawn. And it almost seemed like miscommunication to allow Bubsky to creep up along that wall with 2 AWPs, neither peeking towards top Banana. That is them just not understanding who's rotating back and who's sticking around. But either way, the takeaway from this round is that Bubsky at the moment is a god, and he is the only lifeline that Mad Lions have into this series.
Yeah, he's not quite old enough to be the king of Banana, but, you know, maybe working on a Prince title or something like that.
Okay, Prince.
He's getting there.
The Banana Prince.
Doesn't sound nearly as sexy, does it? But
Does in certain ways.
he's certainly making it work. Looking for the kills. Shush going down, being tracked through the smoke, even falling. That's pretty cool. So they'll save the guns, MIBR, and I think that's what's keeping them in the map right now. Look at the cash that's on the Mad Lions side here. Especially juxtaposed against what's on MIBR here. This could all fall apart for the Brazilians, even if they're playing a pretty good game.
Yeah, they have a big decision to make here if they want to drop some FAMAS or SMGs over to their teammates and go for another buy, or if they just want to save and make do with what they have. You can drop some pistols over instead and just play for the next round. That would allow Mad Lions to get to 13, kind of. You'd be able to sort of fight.
Yeah. This is, I mean, there's been like a whole MVP discussion going on, right? And I think some people were split between Shush and Bobski. This is only making it harder because kills, you know, in terms of kills, they're pretty much tighter. But Bobski's had...
The impact is incredible.
4 rounds winning the fight on Banana alone.
Yep.
So who does that?
Well, the real question now for MIBR is who do you bring over to that B bomb site to put a stop to Bubsky? Like, you have to at some point make the statement that you're not just going to let him run rampant.
Not Fallen.
In that part of the map, yeah. It can't be Fallen. He's tried that. It's been experimented. It's been done.
Boosting Fur right over. That's nearly a kill. That is seconds away. Bobski has no idea how much danger he's in, but he's going to be falling back. KNG looking over the smoke, and he's not seeing anyone. Even that is some decent info, and they're going to start to call everyone back to the A bomb site. There's a timing here for Mad Lions, but it's closing really quickly.
They're going rap side, though. They're going right into the rotation. Taco's going to call it out. And MIBR has all the presence necessary to put a stop to this, but Mad Lions wisely back away. There's the pop flash through the smoke.
KNG's going back through the middle. He's going to find every single one with the AWP. I'm not sure this is what he wants. One good kill, but if he goes down, this is a lot of trouble, and they jump right over the shot. Now, Fur is slightly in position, but this is with the FAMAS. He's going to put up a smoke, and he sees a couple of people. I mean, this is so high risk.
What a weird round this is turning out to be. And even Mad Lions now have got to be a bit confused on what the answer is, because they pulled that defense back and forth, but every single time MIBR's there with the response. They're at the correct point on the map. So Mad Lions now have no new information at A. They could have pushed out. They could be peering down mid. And the whole round lies on this B hit.
Taco has to come through to help Fur, surely. Some good Molotovs, but Fur still going to be going down. That's a clean entry, and Taco might have been waiting for the fight to begin and for a little bit of chaos there. Never really happened. He was down in a second.
Which, I mean, Fur wasn't playing in a situation to live very long. That was, I get the first kill or I die. He also had 2 flashes that could have helped Taco get out, but none of them blinded Mad Lions. He only threw 1. So it's Taco's turn to try and slowly back away and get out of danger. As MIBR, again, the only success they're having in these rounds is holding on to weapons.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
And now comes the crazy conversation. You know, we mentioned a cool pick for MIBR in this veto process, but they've had their own struggles on this map. This is not a map that they've fully figured out either. This was a risky pick in and of itself for them. I
mean, the fact that they can't seem to win any fights out on Banana right now is so detrimental to them. This push on KNG, I mean, I don't know if he gets the second kill, what will happen, but they had the box thing, and Mad Lions made the call very late to say, you know what, let's turn around. And that was, as you said, they were walking into the whole rotation over at Arch and Library, right? 3 people waiting for them. That would have been the end of the round and probably favoring MIBR. Now it's 13-11 instead. Yeah, saving the money is maybe the only thing that's working for them at the moment.
5 rounds straight, Mad Lions have gotten a plant. 4 of them victories. Fallen and Fur to defend. Fur is boosted up in the back. But Fallen does not have a good weapon to take any kind of a fight, and this is early. That is great positioning from Bubsky so fast. I cannot believe how frequently he's winning this.
Fallen is going to be pissed right now. Fur will take down Asilian, and yeah, they need Fur back to that same level. The Molotov, I think, going out maybe a little bit too late. That's super unfortunate. Well, get KNG killed rushing through the middle.
This is the problem. Now it's looking desperate from MIBR. They're trying to do all these pushes through smokes, and it's just not working. If Mayern can do something special here, that would be incredible. Taco, Chiappy. Oh, and just a mistimed turn. And back to the B-bomb site we go for Mad Lions. Or no. Or is it?
Well, they were being called back by Bobsky until he died. Yeah. I don't know. They're running back to A because they're taking on KNG. Then Bobsky says, hold on. I've got construction. Just wait. But he was getting shot in the back, so... They might actually find a way out of this round, MIBR. It doesn't feel like they should, but there's a real chance here. Fur and Taco moving up. Oh, they're going aggressive, and they lose both those engagements. I don't know what's going on anymore. I've slightly lost my mind.
This is a very disorganized and not focused CT half from MIBR at the moment. And you have to give credit. I don't think it's them coming in unfocused. I think Mad Lions have just hit them so hard in this map that they don't really know what to do. They don't know what the proper solution is. But even Taco and Fur at the end there, it just felt like they weren't even making up their mind whether they actually wanted to peek and get aggressive or stay passive in that bomb site.
14-11, all of the guns go missing for MIBR. Because of the round loss bonus, they can still pick up something here, and I think, you know, that again, you're not celebrating that at this point in time. That's just a measure, more or less, of how fast things have come to a halt. And they put 3 people out on Banana. Try and take down Brupsky if they can at all. He's still doing some good damage, and has no backup. He's going to go down to a grenade, finally.
Ooh, good stack as well. KNG waiting to peek out. Him and Mayern are here. One player at a boiler. Good kill. Good holds from Mayern and KNG. Acor is the last one left, and he's certainly going to fall. MIBR still alive, still a chance to close out the grand finals in 2.
Wow, they pick up 3 AKs and an AWP. What a swing. This is actually... It's one thing for Mad Lions to have their little streak put on hold here, but they actually, if that happens, it still needs to be expensive.
Yeah.
They can't just give them that many rifles to put it right back. Economically, that is going to completely reinvigorate MIBR.
Well, it makes Mad Lions have to grind 2 rounds to close it out, you know, if they'd won this next one.
And they've given, you know, for that AK, which we saw on Mirage what that meant.
Yeah, he was stunning with...
That could happen again, right?
Still, it's only 1 round they've been able to deal with Bubsky. They haven't shown that they can actually stop it. That round, it was 3 players, it was nades, it was spam, it was everything. And it was worth it. But why don't you just go right back to it if you're Mad Lions? It's astounding to me to look at Bubsy's score and see 17 and 18. Like, he is not playing a game of someone who should have a negative scoreline, is he?
No.
He's the only reason Mad Lions are winning some of these rounds. His control of Banana and the chaos he's caused in Banana is giving them so much space to work with.
Yeah, we might not ever be able to fully quantify what that actually means. Like, as in, if you wanted to put, you know, put that on a scoreboard or a highlight somewhere, it's going to be very hard to do. But it's a lot.
Taco just took a massive amount of damage right at the end, down to 51 HP. Mad Lions, there's no presence in Banana, so you can see the early rotation from MIBR, the deep nade in towards halls as well, because there's none of that presence that they usually feel. But 4 defenders at A for MIBR.
Man, KNG has to go massive here in Graveyard, and it's hard as soon as he's found. There's Mayan going down now. It's all on KNG, and he misses the first opportunity. I don't think he's going to have many more after that. They surely know where he is. He's trying to run up and change his position, and Shush will catch him in the middle of it. Taco getting a kill, and actually somehow MIBR are back in position with a couple of more players here. Fallen on the bomb site with the AK-47, and Fur is still holding the B bomb site, so it's going to be after Taco and Fallen here. They're going to have to do it on their own. Mad Lions aren't going anywhere. Taco goes down, and still 45 seconds for them to find Fallen. I don't think there's much he can do to try and save this round. I mean, Fur is getting closer, but he's not even running there. Fallen probably just saying, I'm probably screwed anyway. Waiting behind the box. He does see the head of someone, but wow. Bubsky able to take him down, and
if it's not in Banana,
it's everywhere.
Yeah, Bubsky's just got his number.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh dear. Mad Lions get to 15. And you can't even fault MIBR. They had 4 players. Look at the X's. They had all the positions that they wanted.
If he ate an alarm clock, Jason, he'd be like that crocodile from Captain Hook.
Oh, another old boomer reference.
Yeah. 27th round going the way of Mad Lions. That's going to be 15 on the board. That's putting them one single round away from pushing out on the third map here with the Grand Finals, which again, what a relief. I actually really thought that Mad Lions were mentally defeated in this game. It was starting to feel that way, starting to look that way. I'm pretty impressed that they managed to fight their way back. And I mean, well, all the credit surely has to go to Bubsky at this point in time, in the second half especially.
No, not all the credit. The other part of the credit goes to Fallen. It is a perfect storm of Fallen just has an incredible game on Mirage.
Yeah.
It's a perfect storm of him coming into this map and having a very slow performance, and obviously you can see just doesn't seem like he's prepared for this kind of stuff. So it's not only a bad performance from someone who's normally very, very reliable and solid, who's also defending the B-bomb site, which is the point of where your hot player is attacking of Bubsky.
Yeah.
The fact that he's just basically gotten a free kill every time he goes to the B site, that's ridiculous. With all the utility that gets thrown in Banana, there should never be a free kill every single time someone goes into Banana.
It's outrageous. And again, it's the fact that he finds him in the A-bomb side.
I know, that's beautiful. That's just poetry.
You're like, why? Like, he knew he was going to die, but why did it have to be Bubsky?
Yeah. Oh, no. You know he just looks up at the name and he's like, oh, shit, not again.
We're talking a lot about him, but the entire Mad Lions team is playing well at the moment. I mean, there's no one that's really letting the team down. So they have 3 chances right now to close it out in regulation and put an end to it here. Push us on to the third map, which would be Train, which I don't necessarily think is great news for Mad Lions. That could be a very, very tough game.
A lot would depend on Fallen. If he can shake this off,
he's going to be back.
He's going to.
I'm not even worried about that.
Not even worried.
He's alone?
Clip it.
Clip it right now.
That takes balls to have a half as Fallen has had and then say, I got this. It takes a lot of faith.
He's hearing that clock ticking right now, Jason. I'm telling you. You can feel it coming.
Well, A-Core he's got no problem with.
Great.
It's Bubsky that he's worried about. He's like, where is that little bastard sneaking up?
Yeah, he probably got that kill and was like, oh, that's the wrong guy. Bubsky's picked up an AWP. He just wants to fight him, doesn't he? Maybe boosted over is what it's looking like. Fallen is going to be really quick with these flicks. He goes for it and falls right back. I don't mind that at all. That's worth it. And Bubsky not quite going to be able to chase him down. And he's got backup here as well. Fur is right on the other side. He's so hungry for him. It's got personal now.
I know. Look how mental Bubsky is trying to go for that kind of a play. Look how worried they are there. Look at KNG rotating over with the AWP. He snuck into CT spawn. Well, not really snuck, but that's a narrow angle for him to watch. But he's so worried about that B bomb site that he's actually giving up a lot of control and ceding a lot of map control on rap side. Good kill from Mayer. And Taco is still up on balcony.
Yeah, that's a huge one. Only 14 seconds left on the clock, and Mad Lions, they might not have left enough time to even have this prolonged fight in the middle of it. MIBR, I think they found that 13th round. Taco there on the crossfire, and Bubsky doing the best that he can. 3 seconds left. He can't even find Fallen in this round. That's not going to happen. He'll save the AWP. Not that they don't have enough money to rebuy it if they need it to, but it's 13-15. They're not out of the woods yet. Fallen getting... I mean, that was his 7th kill, but it meant a lot. It was important. Which is a lesson that we all need to be, learn and relearn, I guess. That sometimes even if you're having the worst game of your life, if you can stay in and get that 1 kill in that 1 round,
yep,
means a lot.
It's one of my favorite talking points. This time it's Fur all alone. Fallen's going to take a mid peek. They haven't brought this out. We'll see if it catches anyone. The Molotov's a giveaway. And that's Taco again. Takes a lot of early damage. I don't know where he got tagged up from.
What's the analogy that we want to use to try and explain that? Like, if you're drowning, stay alive long enough to pull someone down with you? Something like that.
Jesus. Oh, it's so dark.
It's really dark, I'm sorry.
Well, to Banana we go. Fallen is rotated back to join up with Fur. There's the jump. Good kill. KNG gets a wider angle to protect his teammate. And they back away in a 5-on-4.
Blood was on the ceiling there at the end. CSI going to show up and wonder what happened.
Yeah, they're going to know exactly. They'll figure it out. Nice witty punchline.
Sunglasses off. All of it.
All of it. Everything.
Fur is in a position that is almost certainly going to be Molotov, I have to assume. And then they have to group up.
I believe he's
with
boosted,
Fallen,
though. So if they don't throw the Molotov...
Oh, perfectly? Yeah. You can see Roy is kind of angling for it. But if he does get Molotov back, then he has to fall back into Fallen's position, and it's all going to get really awkward. No, it's not going to spread. Fallen, though, will be forced forward, and he's burning a lot to it. Bubsky will take him down because that is just tradition at this point in time. 3-on-3 now, and a chance for Mad Lions to close this out and bring us onto a third map. And what a third map it would be. 16-13 is how the first map ended. Mad Lions with a chance to mirror that score and bring us all the way. KNG not able to find anyone. The smoke is just faded now, but they're all just hiding on the other side. They've got no more grenades on the T side, though, so let's see if they can hold it with just the rifles. The Cillian will take a bit of damage there, but they're running out of time quickly here, MIBR. Nice shot from Acor, his 20th kill. The Cillian will find one more, and the Danes have somehow found a way to do it. It'll be Acor to close it all out. 16-13, and they get their revenge exactly how they wanted it.
Well, the backfire, I mean, it backfired, this Inferno pick for MIBR. We knew that was a possibility coming into it.
Yeah, we did.
We weren't fully, not everyone was fully confident in the Inferno that MIBR is bringing to the table. And that B defense again, it just... You asked me how long I was going to let that linger, and it's going to linger a little bit longer now after that performance. 16-13 victory for Mad Lions. We're going to map 3, baby. We've got Train coming up next. Stay tuned.